The hostage is being held at a remote location overrun by hostiles. Many have been equipped with a bomb vest.
Many gamers will be familiar with how Ubisoft's Rainbow Six Siege plays, having invested hours into the beta, which was available on all platforms recently. We sampled more of the game's unseen content, more specifically the single player, which ditches the AI squad mates in favour of a lone wolf approach. What we found was a very different experience compared to the maps available in the beta. Players are initially introduced to the game's mechanics by way of situations, which can almost be described as tutorial missions for when you team up with others online. They act as a single player component, but also serve as a means of getting to grips with the abilities of each of the team members, of which there are quite a few operatives to choose from when the full roster is available. Knowing the strengths and weaknesses of each is key to success in the online game, so the situations allow for some solid practice. However, it's no walk in the park, because being alone ramps up the difficulty considerably. It's one thing taking on terrorists alone in the game's terrorist hunt mode, and having no time limit and no objective, but throwing in bomb defusal and hostage rescues, and things become a bit tougher, as we found out the hard way.
The hostage is being held at a remote location overrun by hostiles. Many have been equipped with a bomb vest. They have planted clusters of nitro cells in choke points throughout the chalet. Thatcher's EMP grenades can disable electronic detonators, preventing a chain reaction of high explosives.
For some reason, and after extended play, we found the terrorist hunt lone wolf mode of the beta to be a walk in the park, with only realistic difficulty offering much challenge. However, it seems the situations are going to test the most accomplished players due to how the maps are designed and an increase in AI difficulty. We were hard pushed to complete some of the situations on normal difficulty alone, although this could be attributed to a lack of experience and map knowledge. Even so, playing the game's hostage rescue mission, heavily fortified with the character Thatcher, was tough because once you've reached the hostage, you've got an influx of extra terrorists to deal with, regardless of whether you've cleared the area before grabbing the target. Thatcher's ability allows him to neutralise the proximity explosives, which are littered about the level and often can catch you off guard, putting an end to the mission. A major problem to deal with is a lack of firepower when escorting the hostage here. With just a pistol as a friend, it's tough against automatic weapons fire. Luckily, you're able to temporarily ditch the hostage and swap back to primary weapons, but run the risk of getting the hostage killed. It's pretty tense stuff here, that's for sure. We can only imagine what the challenge will be like on realistic difficulty. You might also recognise the chalet map here from the old Rainbow Six games, which serves as a pleasant recreation, although it doesn't allow for infiltration from the roof, making it more challenging without the options to rappel your way in.
We've lost the hostage. Secure the hostage.
Package secured.
We've got the hostage. Get them to the extraction point. We have been eliminated.
When doing intel work in the field, you need to know how to improvise. A hit squad has been sent after your source and has the building surrounded. As your ammunition and defenses are limited, you will need to manage your resources to protect your asset. Cap Can is our best operator for this kind of situation. His signature entry denial devices will help you neutralize enemies as they attempt to breach.
The second mode of play, Improvised Defence, served as an interesting take on the hostage scenario, where you've got to dig in and fend off waves of attackers as the well-armoured character Capcan. You've got a short time between each round to place laser tripwires, barbed wire and barriers before the enemy comes in, of which Capcan is well suited. As a lone player, this is some of the most intense gameplay yet, because you can hear the enemy closing in from various directions and feel like a trapped rat. Sure, it's satisfying to know you've downed several opponents with your traps, but knowing there's more heading your way is a tough campaign, especially as you can't cover all entrances at once. This mode of play really needs a team, so going solo here is difficult and requiring methodical planning.
Hostiles neutralized.
You have operational clearance to eliminate a high-value target on American soil. This group is highly trained, well-funded, and has access to military-grade ordnance. They are fanatical and have no concern for their own personal safety. They have heavily fortified the area with traps and explosives designed to destroy any trace of their organization. For this situation, IQ will be deployed. She can detect electrical signals with her Red Make 3 Spectre.
The final mode of play we sampled rested with the Neutralize Cell mission, which has you act as the hunter this time, with a dug-in target to take down. This is most like the standard terrorist hunt mode, but you're limited to the IQ female operator, who's weak on armour but quick on her feet. She's also equipped with the tools to see electronic devices through walls, which is handy. Fortunately, stealth is an option for this mission, which means you've got a real element of surprise in your favour. Whilst there's no real objective in this mode other than taking out a specific target, it's still pretty tough given the weakness of the character, who's better suited working within a unit. This mission really forces you to make good use of her positives to overcome the challenge. Rainbow Six Siege looks like offering enough single player content to keep fans well happy, especially if you'd rather go it alone than join up with a team. There are 11 situations to play through, although we only had access to 5 of those, and each comes with extra side reward objectives to acquire for repeated plays, and an increase in difficulty should you choose. There's enough here to keep you entertained, especially when you include the Lone Wolf terrorist hunt maps as well, alongside the reward system for unlocking extra gear and operators. Rainbow Six Siege releases on December the 1st, 2015, and from a single player perspective, it's heaps of fun for tactical shooter fans. Okay, I'm Rob Cram, thanks for watching.
Now's our chance! Press forward!
Three hostiles remaining.
You handled yourself exceedingly well.